Welcome to GD News. This is an intermediate extreme demon verified by Technical and hosted by Vortrox, creator of the most well-known Geometry Dash news show on YouTube. The level uses Crystal River by Tride, the same song used by Vortrox on his news show. The level was made by a team of 10 decorators and 4 gameplay creators, who will be listed in the description in order of appearance. Let's get into it. Okay, the sync is pretty good.
I can't really talk about the gameplay because I haven't played the.
Yeah,
I've played it, but
the sync is great.
Not good enough.
I think
from what I can tell from the video,
yeah, the sync is really good for the gameplay. The balancing, it feels like
a little silly, a little goofy.
It is a bit silly. It's not actually that awful. The problem I have is just with its consistency, and the gimmicks aren't that good.
Oh, you're fucking pot.
Like, what is this? Like,
oh, damn fucking hell.
Yeah, also, speaking of visibility, okay, speaking of visibility, look at those saws. And speaking of originality, let's look at this part.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Crazy 3, huh?
Yeah.
And it's crazy how 3 that is.
I mean, obviously, like, you can't, nothing is gonna be completely, like,
original,
but
yeah, of
like,
course. But you
just straight up crazy 3.
That is straight up just crazy 3. We first watched this and thought JT made a part in this level just because of this part. We thought this part was literally him.
No, but it's RatQuesadilla.
And then we got to the end screen and we were like, wait, he does not have a part in this level. Yeah. The visibility, for the most part, is mostly fine. It's about the same visibility you'd expect from a learning level to have, you know, where it's just like, it's visible, it's just not readable. This part's visibility is not very good, especially with this,
the black bars that
this one wave. Oh my goodness, you cannot tell where you're going.
From a deco aspect, the deco's good, it's just kind of inconsistent.
Can we talk about the LDM being better?
Yeah.
The LDM being better than
at some parts of the level, yeah.
Yeah, at some parts of the level than the actual normal level, which is just so funny. Like this part,
like the beginning is just more like visible, less cluttered.
It's much less cluttered. It feels so much more clean in the LDM. This part looks so much better. I don't know what they did, but it was like a blending screen or something. I'm stealing that from you. I went the wrong way, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed during that wave. I went the wrong way.
Nice. The wave very reminiscent of Black Blizzard as well.
Oh yeah. This
part's pretty unique though.
Yeah, I do. This is the part that carries the sync, definitely.
I mean, it's great sync all around.
It is great sync all around. But I think this part is what makes the sync fun. If only the gameplay was fun, though. It's just the gameplay's not great.
I'll say one thing that we didn't really mention. It has a pretty damn long end screen, but that's not that big.
Oh yeah, it's like 86 to 100.
It's a thanatophobia.
The song actually I like a lot. It's just I'm not a fan of the non-drop parts, you know.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like I think like this beginning part. This beginning part isn't great. I think the piano is a bit messy. If that makes sense.
Jazz.
It is jazz. Yes, this is like a jazz fusion adjacent.
I hear you.
Yeah, the horn comes in though, and it makes it a bit better.
The horn.
The horn. Yeah, the horn.
The Creo instrument, if you will.
The Creo instrument.
Let's
talk about its theming. There's no theming. There's no.
It's very like just all over the place. That's kind of the main gripe that I have in terms of the deco with the level. It's just like there's very little consistency in terms of a visual style. It kind of jumps between being modern and design constantly. Even has some effect parts. It's a little strange. Even if it's intentional, it's a little like it feels like you're being tossed through a bunch of levels.
In my opinion, for the cohesion and like how it I think it is intentional that every single part is like different. I think it was executed in a way that feels less of like put through different experiences. It feels like more like it was just kind of mushed together into one. If there were some smoother transitions between the styles.
Limbo is we were talking about this earlier. Limbo is an example of a level that does that pretty well, other than
it doesn't
kind of like
really
Jasers, but even that kind of works because it's the color scheme.
There is no color scheme for this level.
Yeah, no. Not to say the colors aren't bad; they're good looking, but they're just not consistent.
All right, so our final score for this level is about a 57%. For total gameplay score, we gave it about a 61.6%. It wasn't awful, it was inconsistent. The gimmicks weren't really that good. For the Deco score, it was much worse. We gave it about a 49% just because of how
inconsistent.
It was inconsistent. It was pretty unique, I should say. There's just some unoriginal parts, and theming wasn't great, and overall it was pretty weighed down by that fact. And for the song, we give it an 85%.
Very good song.
Just a good song.